Some of the smartest people you'll ever meet often look distant, quiet, or hard to read. Not because they think they're better, but because their mind just works differently. They carry thoughts they rarely say out loud and emotions they struggle to explain. People notice the silence, not the weight behind it. And psychology says there's a reason. If you like videos that break down human behavior in a real, honest way, consider subscribing. Let's break down the psychology behind this. 1. Depth over noise. Highly intelligent people pull back when conversations stay on the surface. It's not rudeness. It's just that small talk doesn't feed them. They know who they are, which makes empty validation feel unnecessary. They're not looking for attention. They're looking for meaning. Sometimes that makes them seem quiet or uninterested, when in reality, they're just not wired for shallow. 2. Emotional overthinking. People assume intelligence is all logic, but many smart individuals feel deeply, sometimes too deeply. They analyze everything: situations, intentions, tone, outcomes. It gives them insight, empathy, and awareness. But also restless nights, second-guessing, and emotional overload. They speak carefully because their mind never stops running. 3. Selective connection. They don't have a big circle, not because they can't, but because they won't settle for connections that feel fake. They compare themselves to who they could be, not to others around them. It makes them grow, but it also makes them feel like an outsider sometimes. Deep minds attract slowly, and that's why loneliness shows up even when they're not alone. 4. High standards. They hold themselves to standards others might never notice, and they quietly expect the same effort from people they trust. They believe responsibility starts with them, so excuses don't land well. This drives ambition, but it can also create disappointment. They see potential everywhere, including in people who don't see it in themselves. 5. Independence misread. They like being alone, but that doesn't mean they're cold or detached. Solitude just feels natural to them. They process emotions internally, which can look like distance from the outside. They open up slowly, trust carefully, love quietly. They don't need constant reassurance. They just need space to think and breathe. 6. Restlessness with routine. They get bored faster than most people, not because they're impatient, but because their mind constantly seeks challenge. This restlessness sometimes looks like lack of commitment, when in reality, their curiosity just won't sit still. 7. Difficulty explaining themselves. Their thoughts connect in ways they can't always put into words. Ideas come fast, but expression comes slow. They think about their thinking, and sometimes get stuck there. People misunderstand their pauses as hesitation, arrogance, or indifference, when they're just trying to translate a complex thought into something simple. 8. Feeling out of sync. Their pace rarely matches the world around them. They learn fast, notice patterns early, and feel disconnected when others don't see what they see. Their emotional, social, and intellectual growth doesn't always align at the same time or with others. This creates a quiet internal struggle, being ahead mentally, but still human emotionally. People often mistake silence for arrogance or distance for disinterest. But for many highly intelligent individuals, it's something else entirely. A mind that notices too much, feels too deeply, and speaks only when it matters. What looks like distance is often self-understanding. Independence isn't loneliness, it's clarity. Being highly intelligent isn't about knowing more. It's about seeing differently, feeling intensely, and carrying what others overlook. It comes with strengths, and yes, struggles too. If you love understanding why people think and behave the way they do, you're in the right place, and you're not alone.